Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture's My Life. Now, I'm going to look at this episode as part 3 of the choice between acupuncture or prescription drugs. You choose. Because I've gotten a huge response on the Acupuncture's My Life app. With many individuals surprised as to the side effects that can come from taking certain drugs. And I want to advise you, when you're prescribed medication, speak to your physician about the potential side effects. Usually they tell you that, but sometimes they forget. We're all human. But don't be afraid. Just ask about the potential side effects, as well as do your own homework. Do your own homework, because these are things in which you're putting inside of your body, your digestive tract, and they're eventually being assimilated with your blood, and sometimes they'll elicit a negative response. You see, what's so cool about acupuncture is, and this is nothing against allopathic medicine, I mean, like I said, it has its purpose, is that it's not a one-size-fits-all. Your treatments are based on your constitution and whatever deficiencies your constitution may be presenting with. That's the cool part. So let's say a needle protocol for you may not work on your cousin or your sibling or your friend, who may present with the same problem, same disease, same disorder. That's what's so cool about acupuncture. And this is why I say, along with annual visits to your physician for a checkup and blood work and urinalysis and whatever else you may need, stool samples and so forth, see an acupuncturist for regular wellness visits. Because doing both in combination on an annual basis, you're taking the need for medication off your shoulders for the most part. And okay, let's say you cut yourself and there was an infection and you may need antibiotics or may need to take NSAIDs really quick to hold you over or whatever the case may be. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Everything has its purpose. And I want you to understand that. There's no form of proven medicine. You have to keep in mind, acupuncture has been around for well over 2,000 years. Okay? Well over 2,000 years. Please understand that. But when it comes to taking medications, just find out as much information as you can. Because even there's individuals that'll walk into the Acupuncture's My Life clinic and have lived years on NSAIDs, which is like what, aspirin, ibuprofen, and Advil, for pain. And of course inflammation, which would accompany this pain. But for pain, to realize they could have short acupuncture treatments and their problem more than likely would have been resolved years prior. So, you know, what risks did they assume? You know, risks such as stroke, heart attack, and young children, Ray's syndrome. And NSAIDs become, Advil, aspirin, and ibuprofen becomes deadly when you combine it with blood thinners. And many individuals do not realize that. And it's similar, just when individuals come in, you know, or seek acupuncture for depression after taking SSRIs for years. And that's like Zoloft or Prozac or Lexapro or Celexa, to treat depression. It's not to say that they shouldn't, because the acupuncturists here at Acupuncture's My Life Clinic in New York City, we work together with psychiatrists and psychotherapists and psychologists. And sometimes, in working together, the patients may start out on, an SSRI, but the objective is not for you to live the rest of your life on it. Because there are plenty of people that are on other medications and they combine it with SSRIs and they're negatively affecting their serotonin levels. And they're risking serotonin syndrome and increasing their risk of suicide. You have to be careful. Sit with your doctor. Discuss the side effects. Sit with an acupuncturist. Discuss your options. And for you guys, sildenafil, and which is Viagra for erectile dysfunction. I'm just going to keep it straightforward. See an acupuncturist. See an acupuncturist. Moxibustion therapy is great for that, depending on what your pattern is presenting as. E-stem acupuncture is great for that. There are many things that are great for that. Many alternatives, many different types of treatment protocols that can be put together by an acupuncturist to treat that disorder. But you increase your risk of dramatic blood pressure drop taking this, as well as death. You have to be careful. Especially if you're taking spironolactone, which is aldactone, Carispear, for high blood pressure. This drug becomes deadly when you combine it with potassium chloride, and the risk is hyperkalemia. Sit with an acupuncturist, guys, because we understand that health is wealth. We understand that the wealth is not in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your pocket. It's not in your purse. It's not under your mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. And it's not under the doghouse in the backyard. We understand that the wealth is in you. It's in you. Another drug of concern is statins. And I'm not saying any of these drugs are like bad. Oh my gosh. You have to sit with an acupuncturist and your physician. And hopefully they can work together. In many cases, many do. And there are some that just doesn't happen. It's life. We're all human. Nothing's perfect. But taking statins such as, let's say, Crestor or Lipitor or Lescol for heart disease. You combine that drug with fluconazole and it becomes deadly. And you're risking muscle weakness, kidney damage, or even kidney failure, heart disease, and also synthetic opioids for pain. Here we go again. We're back to pain. Acupuncture is great for treating pain. You want to avoid synthetic opioids like fentanyl, meperidine, methadone, Actic for pain relief. Synthetic opioids become extremely deadly when you combine it with other recreational drugs or cocaine, or if you take it even in excess, because your risk is, of course, accidental overdose. So you want to be careful. It's the same as TMP SMX. This is a type of antibiotic, namely Bactrim or sulfatrim. You combine that with an anti-hypertensive drug, and you can die. And you're risking hyperkalemia taking this drug. God, you know what? If you're operating a vehicle right now, do me a favor and pull it over to the side of the road. If you're crossing the street, I want you to safely hurry up and get across the street. And if you're carrying or lifting something heavy, I need you to take a moment and rest it down. I need everyone in a relaxed state because I need you to close your eyes right now. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Another thing you want to consider is stop smoking. I don't speak of smoking enough in my podcast, and I should. And an acupuncturist can help you quit smoking. Yes, there are acupuncture points on the body, the human body, especially in the ear and around the wrist, that can assist with this addiction. You want to stop with cigars and cigarettes. It's simply a stimulant. That's all it is. Regular acupuncture treatments, that'll give you that'll serve as a natural stimulant. You don't want to risk lung cancer or any type of lung disorder as a result of smoking. Lung disease, heart disease, premature death. It's not worth it. Your life is worth much more than that. That's why I keep saying health is wealth. I'm not going to repeat it in this episode again. But I mean it when I say that. And I say over and over, you must make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?